All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB, where I watch every single clip and break down the most important ones. Today, we've got Jared Goff, his perfect game, 19 for 19 on Monday Night Football. So without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, crew, we are jumping into this thing. Jared Goff's perfect game. Let this thing run. First one we got for you guys, just a little boot flat. We're breaking down all 19 completions, as you could imagine. So what do we got cooking here? What we got cooking here is you're going to have the ultra high. You're going to have the over. And then you're going to have the flat. And I think what's important, I'm sorry, the flat comes from the tight end. What I think is important is the more I know there's some new viewers and then there's some recurring viewers. What's important, I think, is that you guys start to understand play structure, because every time we highlight boot on this channel or we talk through something, what you're going to see is you're going to see commonalities. You're going to see, okay, hey, we've got a vertical presence to the boot side. We've got somebody chasing from the backside, usually an over route. Occasionally, they use a same side sail or something. And then we have a flat runner, right? A lot of play designs also will incorporate what we call a rear view. So a guy like right about here, where if you can imagine if Goff was a car in his rear view mirror, he would be able to see him here. Why we do that is because occasionally you get a ton of flow, right? You get a lot of boot side flow, and you want to be able to throw something back across. So that's usually the play structure of every boot in the National Football League. You can see it here. What I love most about this Lions boot, and I think not enough teams do it in the NFL, is they pull somebody. So I want you to watch this guy. He pulls, which I think sells this even more. Part of the reason they get such good flow. Nice little drive starter. Nothing too crazy. Now we got ourselves a little climb dime. This one I do actually think is pretty crazy. Look at this. That is awesome, man. Let's do one more time and then we'll break it down. A little climb, spins around 360. All right, there you go. I just think 360 dime. Yeah, no matter what you think. So we're here, we're working vertical. We're on really a read sit route, meaning, hey, we're going to break this thing more 12 to 15 than the traditional 12-yard mandatory curl. And then outside, we've got this bullet takeoff. We've got a little play action with it. Actually, you know what? We've got true run action. And the difference here is because the true run action, we're selling run. And then this guy is going to have to slice back here and account for this guy, which is part of the, I don't want to say a protection breakdown, because it's honestly by design, because when you do that run action, you influence these backers up even more than normal. Okay, so you're going to see Goff here. Boom, good action. Climb, spin, dot. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome stuff. Tight angle is even more exciting. Look at this. Action. All right, you got my foot, all 360. It's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious to me. All right, got my foot, 360, dime. Yeah. That's exciting stuff. That's exciting stuff. Now we got a little empty juke concept. So when we say empty, what we mean is that we have nobody in the backfield. And then we usually can say empty and still have a tight end. But this is true, you know, and again, personnel, this for all I know, this is their tight end out here, right? But let's say it's their tight end. It looks like a big boy. For all we know, right, that's how they've got it lined up. Or, you know, this is their Z and this is their X. You know, whatever, however they have it tagged, right? But We're in empty. What we're running is 4 verts, okay? And we're running a 3 receiver 4 verts, meaning this guy's job is to get across the formation and be the vertical over here, right? Underneath, we've got this little juke route. Really, you read this thing kind of 1 to 2 to 3, although you just know you're probably working your juke. And that's what Goff does. Goff just goes straight to the juke route, clean footwork, lets him work, delivers it to him. And it's like, you got to remember down and distance. Hey, 1st and 10, Amon-Ra St. Brown in the slot. Just let him work it, man. Let him work it. You can see Goff kind of peek downfield, but really he's just trying to give his receiver time to run this juke route. It's not a bad route. Watch him kind of how he works up. Looks like he's breaking back out and then jukes across. 48 just does a good job, right? They're going to make good jobs too. They're going to make good plays on defense too, right? It's part of the game. Part of the game. Now we got a little dagger dime. Man, another run action fake. Gosh. Pulls up more like a curl here. I love that they're running this from a stack set. So we've got, boom, our actions here. We're slicing across. Our run game is this side. Vertical release, go with a big in behind it. That's the traditional dagger concept. Go ahead, peek that vertical, but no, you're throwing that in route. You guys might ask, like, hey, why would you peek the vertical if you know you're throwing the in route, right? Why would you peek it? And it's because, hey, you don't want to miss a free shot, right? If all of a sudden, hey, a safety falls down or a safety somehow gets influenced by this run fake, it's like you don't want to miss a free touchdown. With that being said, you got to know, like, hey, we're really just alerting that thing. Give it a quick peek. If it's not there, work that dagger in. Goff with really good footwork here. Really good footwork. Gosh, and a darn good football, man. Really good footwork. You can really see that run action from the tight where you guys, I'm going to give it to you one more time, but you can really see that full flow of run action from the tight. Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. We got another little boot dime here. The Lions are going to give you, man, when you play them, they're going to give you run action, they're going to give you play action, they're going to boot on you. It's hard to, man, that's hard to account for. I want you guys to see this again because it's that same play structure, right? Even though we're out of a different set and this is a lineman in the game, same play structure. We've got that ultra high, we've got that deep over, and then we've got him on the push to flat. And then I want you to watch our real big boys on the rear view, okay? So I'm going to freeze it when we're all out in our routes, because now you can kind of see it. Okay, we've got our deep, our intermediate, our flat, and then we've got our rear view, right? This is how it's how every team gets to boot. What I think is interesting is, to a defense, though, this is a different concept than the first one we ran, because now we're in bunch, right? We have bunch, we have action away. You know, it's a lot to keep track of. And then to us, it's just, hey, it's our, not our boot rules, right? We don't have boot rules. They probably have another play call for this, but it's a very similar concept play-wise for the quarterback and the receivers and the offense as a whole. You can see them, boom, sell that action, get out of there. Just take it to the flat, man. Take it to the flat. Got a great little progression dime here. Working double shallow almost. Kind of diving this guy across. He's on a shallow that'll sit. It's almost like he's on another one. And then they're hoping to get this behind. I think Seattle tries to, you can see they try to pass it off. You see 56 is trying to pass this off. Watch him. He tries to pass this off. He tries to pass this guy off and then Rob underneath. And then Goff sees it as like, okay, hey, he didn't pass him off. There's no one over there. Let me get to my guy. Good recognition from Goff. Good job from the tight end sitting down where he's open and not like making this thing hard where he just continues to work across for no reason. Look at Goff's eyes scan here. Nope, nope, nope. Got it. Yeah, I love that. That's good quarterback play, team. That is really good quarterback play. That's why Goff makes the big bucks, baby. All right, we're in the second quarter. It's just playing good football, right? This is play action because it's pass pro. What I say when I mean that is these guys are working pass pro and it's just the quarterback and the running back on the fake. That's what makes it play action versus run action. This I like. The way the Lions dress up some of these concepts are pretty darn cool. They're going to motion this guy across. He's on the deep post. He's on the post. He's on our sit check down because what they're trying to do is they're trying to hit this deep over here. Right? They dressed up Jalapeno. Jalapenos are one of those very common concepts in the National Football League. Jalapeno, if you think about it, okay, is pepper. Double post is pepper. Okay, but you dress it up, you make it a little spicier by bringing that deep over across. See it here from the tight. See the action, work the feet. Man, he's probably got that deep over too if he just can buy himself a little bit more time. That's really easy for me to say as I sit in my office and not have that guy bearing down on me. I'd probably get the ball out of my hand too if I had that dude about to just detonate me. So I can't say I blame Goff at all for getting this thing to his check down. We got a nice little movement check down here too from Goff. He is by no means a like burner, right? He's by no means going to be your read zone guy who like lights the world on fire running. But what I will say is his movement within the pocket, extremely underrated. Because he can navigate and set and reset within the pocket. And when he does that, man, it looks pretty darn good. Look at him kind of set. Okay, reset, get it out of my hand. And then, of course, anytime Laporta can go and do that is a good thing for your offense. Here we've got just a little wide receiver screen. We're going to motion to the other side. We're going to run action. We're going to throw it back. You know, I think obviously I almost wonder if they're better off throwing that kid on a go instead of trying to have him hold the point of attack like that. So you sit there and what you're just trying to get a little cheap one, right? You're trying to motion across. Okay, we're gonna flare. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna act like we're running this way. Goff's gonna show it and then throw back. Yeah. Yeah, I just wonder. What I'm thinking about is, hey, are you better off? Could you outside release this guy, run a vertical, and does that give you a better look at it, right? Than trying to have him hold the point of attack for that long. It's just a tough block. It's a good play by 21. You move on. Hey, we tried to get one that we tried to kind of steal one, and we tried to steal one and get a little cheap one, and hey, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't. This is boot, but out a gun, right? So we got a little gun boot. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, making life simple. I cannot believe where 14 releases through. This is crazy. He releases through that gap. And then again, though, he's on our corner, right? We got our flat runner here. And then we're bringing our guys from the backside. I cannot believe 14 releases through that gap. Goff does a good job, though, man. 3rd and 2. They're going to leave that flat. Take it, right? Don't make it complicated. Look at this right here. Good fake. Good job by the tight end, holding his ground and then getting out of there and finishing on the sideline, man. Another conversion. This Lions offense was just rolling. And I guess, obviously when your quarterback goes 19 for 19, it's easy to be rolling, but they were just, it was something special. All right, team, it is halftime. We are 10 clips into this thing. We've got 9 more clips to go, all 19 passes for Goff. But if you've enjoyed this video so far, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, FTA this thing for me, which means comment for the algorithm. And then you football junkies like me, jump over to our Patreon account where we have more clips and longer breakdowns. And it's a really affordable way to support the growth of this channel. And it means the world to me that you guys are willing to do that. So please consider doing that. The link is in the description. That's all I've got for you guys for halftime. So you guys know the deal. Let's jump back into the film. Right here, we've got a little rear view boot, which I think is just perfect to highlight because of everything we've been talking about the differences in how these plays are drawn up. And so what you're going to see is they're going to actually use a backside guy as their flat control. And this is so pretty to see because, okay, so let's talk through this. So we're going to motion down. This is now our ultra high, right? Or our, vertical presence to that side. This is our overrunner. Sorry, horrible drawing. This is our overrunner. No way. Sorry, guys. This is now our flat control, and then he's going to turn into our rear view. Okay, so we'll freeze it before Goff throws. So you can kind of see, okay, flat, overrunner, vertical presence, rear view. You can see Goff kind of thinking about taking this one right here. I think he maybe feels like this guy can fall underneath it. And then he just flips and deals back to his rear view. I'm going to be honest, too. Sometimes when you see these quarterbacks throw their rear view, it's due to, like, hey, an alert coming into their helmet. Like, hey, we've got, like, whatever it is, flank right, Z tight, X short, OP pass right boot, naked, hey, alert your rear view. Last time we ran this, it was there. And it's like, so the quarterback's kind of thinking, okay, hey, I'm running I'm throwing my rear view here. Gets back inside, lets that thing rip. That's really good stuff, man. That is really good stuff. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Here we just got a little screen action. Flip that thing out there. Let your receiver go do something with it. When you are in the National Football League and you can make things easy on your quarterback on 1st and 10 when you're backed up on your own, 7.5 yard line, to where it's just like, hey, we're going to throw a screen. We're going to let our guys get out there and we're going to gain 12 yards. It just makes life so much easier on an offense. So much easier. Yeah, go do something with that. So much easier. Here we got a check down big play, and this is part of playing quarterback in the NFL, man. You scan this thing, get to your check down. Let him go make a play. Such a good, great job, run after catch. And they're just running Y-cross. Right here, you've got your crosser. You've got your dig. He's going to be your takeoff. Running it off a play action. Goff sees this guy falling off the rob. It feels like he's got sink. So when you feel like as a quarterback, hey, I've got these guys bailing out of here, you get to your check down. Get to your check down, give him room to run. He catches the ball, 4 yards of difference. That's going to help you go boom, boom. Run somebody over and get going. And then that's just, of course, like, real. I mean, yeah. That's why you're in the NFL. That's just awesome stuff. Goff sees, okay, I don't have it. Boom, let me get to my check down. Boom. Yep. Yeah. U2, U3, U4, U5. Yeah. U6. Let me keep going. Little high step there. Golly, biscuits. That's awesome. That is awesome. This one, just a little movement from Goff. Man, these guys, after catch last night, the Lions receivers. Little highway concept here, meaning you got vertical, chance to sit, vertical, chance to sit, with the dig concept backside. Gets to the under. Under does the rest. Again, just nice little job moving, just subtle movements, right? Subtle movements, giving yourself a chance as a quarterback. Look at this. Subtle movement. Boom. Giving yourself as a chance as a quarterback, just a little bit of movement. Boom, I'm going to give it to you. You go make a play. You go make a play. Here we got a little throwback TD to Goff. I mean, you got to love that. Just hilarious. Great design. Love watching Jared after this. Look at this. That's a great ball, too. Look at this. Hyped up. Fired in the crowd. Great little design because you set it up by it looking like, okay, hey, the special play is the end around, you know? And instead it's actually, nope, we're throwing it back to our quarterback. I love that, man. I love that. And then the next passing play. So we just gave one to Goff. And then we finally hit Jalapeno and crib it. That is such a good throw. It's actually more of a machete concept. So they have a deep post, and it's like both of these guys are actually on the deep overs. Goff picks this one. Goodness, man, that is such a good throw. I don't even really know how to articulate how hard it is to do that on time. And he just does a great job with it. Floating to his left and just rips an absolute dime. Gone. 6 points. That's crazy. Here we've just got a great dagger throw from Goff. Goff was just dealing, man. I love how much play action they got too. That is an unreal window. We got the takeoff. You got the dig. Remember, that's our dagger concept. Look at this window he fits this thing in. Defender, defender, defender. Ball's going right here. I like how much pre-snap shifting and shifting and motioning we have too, where you can see the movement. It's like, hey, we're going to shift back into under center. Great blitz pickup here. Kind of aborts the fake, which means he just goes straight to it because he's got it. We call it taking the air out of the line of scrimmage, meaning we want him to close some ground so that he's not right in Goff's face. Yeah. So darn good. That is just such a good football. Such a good football on the dagger. Little tight end screen here. Dressing it up, making it look like that same run action, play action they've hit him with all night. And then, of course, they hit tight end screen. I just can't. What's I think most impressive about Ben Johnson calling these plays is that he held on to this for as long as he did, because they did so much run action, play action tonight that then now they finally show him tight end screen this late in the game, and it's like, how in the world would you see that coming as a defender? You just wouldn't, right? You would exactly what happened right there is what would happen, which is, hey, you give up a big play and yeah, you didn't really, you're like, oh, okay, I finally have a shot at Goff after one of these run action, play action fakes. I finally have him. And then guess what? No, you don't. It's a screen. Last one I've got for you guys. Little wide open touchdown on a miscommunication. So what are they going to do? They're going to motion him down, right? We're going to zip down. We're going to run a little post here, and we're going to hope to grab 2, and then we're going to hopefully win on the speed out with inside leverage here. What happens, though, is we motion him down, right? They check the triangle coverage, right? Usually inside, outside, deep assistance. And what happens is Laporta does such a good job that this guy goes with him. And he's sitting for some reason, not passing anything. And then it just turns into a wide open touchdown. It's funny because wide open touchdowns in the red zone on things where you don't expect it. Like usually you expect to throw the post on this one is part of why he's so late. And that's just a fantastic, first and foremost, great job by the camera guy getting this thing right here. But this is just boom. That is incredible. Great catch on the sideline. And that's how you go 19 for 19 and you throw a perfect game. So overall thoughts, the Lions, Jared Goff played great. I think the way they scheme stuff up, it's like you want to make it easy on a quarterback. I'm not saying playing quarterback's ever easy, but you want to give your quarterback a shot to go 19 for 19. You dial it up the way the Lions dialed it up. They did such a darn good job calling that game. Really impressive stuff. So to me, I want you guys to comment. Let me know what you think. And until next time, peace.